In this video, I'm going to show you one part of the segment 2 of the CSWP exam. So we're going to go through the questions and then also I'm going to show you solutions. Now if you want a full preparation for the CSWP exam, segment 1, 2 and 3, and also if you want to access the full exam samples where you can download material with video walkthrough, then you can check out on the link below SolidWorks certification program. So let's get started. In the task number 3, we have to insert part 1, this one that we created, and then this part 2 that I give you, define relation using mates. Okay, the angle of this is not important, just make sure we have here coincident, concentric, and then calculate mass. Okay, so we're gonna save this thing. Okay, so we're gonna save as part 1, part 1A, this is how we're gonna call it. I'm gonna save this. Now I will go here and I will create a new assembly. You can just double click on this, okay, and just click OK here. And automatically we have this part in the origin, okay? Now we have to insert part number 2. So we go insert, browse, part number 2, like this. So now we have to define relations, concentric and here coincident. So the first thing, we have to go here to the mate. Then the second thing, we have to open our tree here, because what I want now, I want to say that right plane of the part 1 and the front plane of the part 2 will be coincident, like this. Let's click OK. And then also, let's go to the mate again. We're going to define concentric between this one and this one, and SolidWorks automatically recognize this as a concentric. Let's click OK. And this is it, right? Now, it doesn't matter where we rotate this because we just have to calculate mass. Okay, so we're going to go here to the mass, and we can see this is 2072.69, which is correct answer. So in the next task, we have to create new assembly. We have to insert our part 1A, then we have two another parts, this shaft and this one here. And then we have to define these relations, and we have to calculate how many interferences we have there. So let's go with this part here. And I'll just click here, OK. Like this. Now we're going to insert this shaft. So let's go to Insert Components. Let's go here with part 3. This one here. Now we have to define relations, right? Coincident and concentric. So let's go here to the mate. Let's open this tree. So let's go here with right plane of the part 1 has to be coincident with front plane of the part 2. And then also we have to define here concentric between this one and this one here. Let's click OK. And now we have to insert another part. So let's go here to the Insert Components. And this is part number 4. And also we have to define two relations, coincident and concentric. So let's go here to the mate. Let's go here with the right plane. And then we have here part 4, which is the right plane as well. So this is coincident. And then also concentric between this shaft, and this hole here, like this. Let's click OK. So now we have this, and now we have to see how many interferences do we have. To check this out, we have to go to Evaluate tab. Now, if you don't see this tab, right-click tabs, and you'll find it here. So here we have interference detection. We can click this. Here we have selected component, which is assembly. Let's go with calculate. And we can see that we have 4 interferences, right? Here, first one, second one, third one here, and the fourth one here. So the answer is number 4. In the next task, we have to see what is the maximum interference volume. So if we go here, we can see here we have volumes, 157.47, which is this one here, and these two are equal as well. These two are equal, and they're 47.24, so the maximum is 157.47, which is correct answer. Now in the next task, we have to measure the distance between this face or edge and this one here. So very quickly, we can just go here, basic assembly tools, measure this one here and this one here. We can open this, delta x 80 millimeters, and the distance is 91.86 millimeters, but you will not have this distance. We're looking at the delta x, which is 80 millimeters. And this is correct answer. Now we have to modify cylinder, right? The one that we inserted, so there are no interferences. And also we have to increase the length of the cylinder for 30 millimeters and then calculate mass. So we're going to open this cylinder like this, and we're going to go here to the sketch. We can see we have this 2010 and our hole is 20, right? That's why we have to go here with 20. Very simple. Let's click OK. Also, what we have to do, we have to go here to the boss extrude and decrease the length for 30 millimeters. So now it's 150. We have to go to 180 millimeters. Let's click OK. Like this. And now we can go here to the assembly. They ask us if we want the same modification here in the assembly. We say yes. Now we have updates. And now we can calculate the mass. Because now if we go here to evaluate, interference detection, calculate, we have no interferences. So we go here to the mass properties, and this is 2789.39, which is correct answer. In the task number 8, we have to define the angle 45 degrees between this face and this face here, and then calculate center of the mass relative to coordinate system 1. So let's go here. So what we have to do, we have to go here to the mate. We go here to the angle 45 degrees, and we select this face and this face. And now let's go here with flip dimension, like this. Let's click OK. This is it. We go here, show coordinate system. Here we have our coordinate system. Now if we go here to the mass properties, we can see this coordinate system because this is the coordinate system of the part 1. So we have to define here a new coordinate system, x, y, z. So let's go here, coordinate system, select this edge, opposite, opposite. So let's see. So the x will be this, y will be this. Like this. Let's click OK. Now we can go here to the mass properties, coordinate system, 1, x is 50, y is 3054, and z is minus 23.88, which is correct answer. So in this video, I show you the one part of the segment 2. If you want to access the full exam samples of the CSWP certification exam, you can join SolidWorks certification program, and we'll guide you step by step through exam samples so you're going to be ready for a CSWP exam. See you in another video.